Okay, all good.
Sorry. Okay. So Blood Rake. Why is it so loud? Blood Rake. If you saw the ones posted in research, I don't think you did, but if you saw it, those are two things. One thing I'm gonna try. Ideally, I don't know how much position you're gonna lose, Crystal. Uh, um, so on the basis that we have, how do we put this? Basically, you spread out like this. Assume one is the boss, right? It's one of the boss. Somewhere like this. You have two groups. Two being on the edge, center, be at the edge. Just the simplest. So A, B, C, D are basically maximally behind them. A, B, C, D are people who needs tether. Sorry, who needs debuff. Let me rephrase. A, B, C, D are people who need to give tether, so they don't need tether, right?
Oh, we're not
Two,
stacking. Okay.
two is people who need. Let me like this better. I might explain better if I put it like this. Yeah, this is pretty much your standard pre blood rake position, right? So whoever needs tether, right? You need tether, whichever job your tether is called. So that'll be called first, right? Probably will say, tank healers need tether, or tank healers need tether, or DPS need tether. Whichever role is called tether, you stun on the number marker, right? Basically, you're inside the boss at box. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put same order. So going from left to right, we have Bruno, Tank, Isobue, and then A, B, C, D. We have Cherry, Crystal, Alva, Frolly. Right? So, like fan out. Anyway, yeah, it's under resources, right? Not the complete one I want to try, but it's a variation of it. Either one Cherry posted, they're both similar. Not the Ray Rose one, but the first one he posted and the last one he posted, and then one Karen posted. Very similar. But either way, if you need tether, you're on the number. If you don't need tether, you're an ABCD. Right? So you practically pre-position before anything, which when Frolly calls out your tether. Which after, when Frolly calls out tank healer's debuff or DPS debuff, if your job is not called, you just stay stacked. Whichever group you are, whether you're front, one numbers or letters, you just stay stacked. So let's say Frolly calls out DPS DPS tether, right? So DPS tether means all the DPS go on 1, 2, 3, 4 front, near to the boss. And then Frolly says DPS debuff, right? So Frolly says DPS both, then all the tanks and healers you stack behind them. They want ABCD, you just stay stacked. So you all will collapse onto Alpha. If on the other scenario, we'll say same thing, DPS tether, right? DPS need tether, so DPS goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Tank healers goes A, B, C, D. and it says tanks, healers, debuff. Tanks, healers need debuff. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 will collapse. Right? So the DPS you're not called, so you go collapse. Easier way to see is if you're tethered the second time to Blood Rake, you collapse. You collapse into into one, basically behind south of the boss.
I just have one problem with this. If Karin is the main thing,
Right.
and she needs to be
The
on
boss
the
will turn.
line, okay.
Boss will turn.
So
And eventually the
it will
boss will
be
turn.
turned. Yeah.
That's why I said Crystal. I don't know how much GCD Crystal will lose, but that's how it's going. Spread is going to be center, basically center. Yeah, in the center, dead center. Dead.
This
Center.
would be occurring behind the boss.
Yeah. Before anything, Karin will make her way around the boss if she needs to. Yeah, after everything, when his caster director is below, that's when she moves. So you need to collapse early. So whoever is basically, if tanks and healers collapse, right, then Karin has to make her way around 1, 2, 3, 4 back to alpha. And then if DPS collapse or if numbers collapse, then it's easier for her, right? And she can just make her way to whichever beta Charlie, whichever is empty. Spread position, simple melees and melees basically go far, right? Tanks go far. Healers can go left and right to spread. And then once you're stacked, you don't move at all, so that's good for you if you don't need tether. And then whatchamacall? For DPS, yeah, Froley try to go top right, so currently facing boss, imaginary behind the boss. You go top right, in your clock spots basically, and then see if that requires too much movement. And if it does, then possibly Crystal can swap with you, or Cherry can swap with you.
That should be fine.
And then if Crystal needs more positional, then we can swap around a bit more. But that's the idea of it, right? We're gonna wipe over and over until we get it. So we're gonna keep the markers up like this. Just use it as a rough estimate. Don't follow it blindly, but that's the rough estimate.
Probably the easiest thing would be for everyone to watch the clip real quick, just to see it.
Is this a strat that we're sticking on no matter what,
Likely,
or...
yeah.
Okay.
If it works for most of people, they're gonna stick to it for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just because I would mention the PF strat too. Probably have went into that shit, but even if I'm not that much of a fan myself, I think we should just try it out and see how it goes. Because it's actually
Which one?
working too. The DPS, or either rod stack on the DPS and people that needs to go get it. Or
That's all you're doing.
No, but
Crusader's
I mean,
bad at explaining it, but this is the PF strat, I believe, Bruno.
Is it?
I think that Crusader just is very poor at explaining what's happening here. And if you watch the VOD... Have you looked at the... No? Okay.
Yeah, because PF strat doesn't line up as we're doing right now. They literally just stack on top of each other.
Yeah, the lineup is
They
unnecessary, but...
Okay.
This is pre-position. You're basically pre-positioned like this before everything goes out, so you don't need to move at all.
I think it is just a
Understand.
suggestion that you can pre-position right next to where you'll need to go so that you don't have to move quite as far. Right? You could, like, in theory, hang out in a clock spot and then move to the right spot, but you could also hang out here.
That's fine.
Yeah. This is before any Blood Ray goes up. Right? This is basically your pre-position before Blood Ray. After Blood Ray goes out, you need to start stacking as needed.
Okay, let's try it. I'm having a hard time picturing it, but let's just do it.
Let's go.
I know, but like I'm trying to think of when I would move and collapse and shit. But yeah.
Oh, canceling.
Well, thank you.
Kevin, why is this your glam?
Well, I realized you could dye the hammer, and then I needed something appropriate to go with it.
Are you sticking with this glam?
At some point, I'll change to something else, I'm sure.
Okay.
Look how fucking thick the frog is on Elizin.
I don't want to think about that, Kareem. Thank you.
It's so thick. I did not. Okay, 20.
Don't pause, by the way.
You
Just
can
in
pod if
case.
you want to.
I'm going to
Yeah,
pot
that's
my pad pots because I need to figure out my new timing.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to eat. Satch.
I know, I'm not going to pot an opener, never mind.
Yours.
You're going top left here, front and left.
Okay.
Charlie.
I don't know which left you mean, but sure.
Chains healers, tether.
So thanks healers on numbers, DPS letters. And you exit color.
DPS letters.
This is just
I'm gonna
pre-position.
have to change my.
Eggs healers are both.
So tanks healers, if you need debuff, you go grab it from them. And then you stay stack. Everyone stack. Healers stack as well. Bruno, just go
move.
left.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. Wipe it,
Okay.
wipe it.
Wait, can we see the next part so I can try the timing?
4?
Oh,
The pull.
up to next.
That's
No,
fine.
just keep wiping. Just keep
Okay.
wiping here. I don't waste time. Keep wiping until we get it
Sure.
completely dry. Understood. Not so hard, right? The number markers again, like Karen said, I just told you it's a pre-position. You don't want to do it. You don't have to do it. You shouldn't keep getting positional. That's fine. But by the time the Rector Balone comes out, you need to be perfectly positioned. Whether you're stacked, whether you're spread, whether you're in front or back, you need to be perfectly positioned until then. When the cast
Would it
is
make more
happening.
sense to have something like this? Just 2 markers instead of 4? And then you know
No,
that
I'm not going to erase all the
either
markers.
you're...
We're going to use.
I know,
normal
but
markers.
like for teaching.
No, we're getting rid of it now. I don't want
Okay.
it anymore. But yeah, just get rid of. Try to put back the normal.
Also, one of the casters can stay directly in the hitbox with tether if you don't want to move. Probably Isabone, Alva, unless.
Again, based on how we do it, you just take a step right. That might be easier than step forward, but it's up to you. Because if you go dead center, your character might turn and such. But
It is an option available. Right, 20.
Yeah, I'll just try to step a tiny bit left then.
for you,
If
be right. I
that's
should
me.
be right.
Oh,
You'll
right,
be right.
right,
Bruno
yeah.
is left. Yeah. Your usual clock directions.
And keep in mind, the people that need debuff can't both go into the stack at the same time. So just you have to be a little bit aware if you need the debuff that you're not going at the same time as the other person.
Yeah, because
So just keep going at the same time. I want to actually see what's the bad timing on it. Like I do want to see a bad example of it. So
Ow!
you just go at the same time.
It was pretty smoothly just now.
Again, Frawley will call out the
Eggs healers, tether.
tank
The
sealers
eggs healers
forward.
are in front.
Tank sealers forward. DPS back.
DPS need debuff.
Tank sealers stack. Bruno stack.
No.
First one, Alva, grab it. And then
Bruno
come
stack more.
behind.
Stack more.
Yeah, no, I had the wrong idea there, I think.
Is it a problem if I take my time like that, or something?
Nope, that's fine.
No. Yeah, wipe it. Try your timings. Try to go as late as you want. Try to go as early as you want.
So
Yeah,
if you
so,
always are taking your time, then that just means that the melees and Frawley will always move first, right?
Yeah, so one thing that-
Yeah, that makes sense.
One thing that I understood that is that tanks and healers would need the debuff, and because it's assigned at random there, let's say I had the debuff and Crusader does not. So because we are stacked at that point, then it would pass to him, and I wouldn't be able to grab another one. That's why I move out. But okay, I see how it works now.
No,
In that case,
stack
we
and you
didn't
pass it.
want the debuff.
Yeah.
Can we move both stacks slightly more center?
Yeah.
That. Yeah, I guess we can try that. Yeah.
I mean, the
Just
tank
a little
healer
bit,
stack on that one
'cause-
was like at the back of the hitbox.
If I'm in the back box,
forward.
I can't. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. But I can't press my gap closer without hooking a little bit. I think.
Just don't get closer for him.
Monkas.
That's an option. Takes failures, tether.
Tank healers go inside the boss hitbox. Tank healers inside boss hitbox. Give room.
DPS need both. Or sorry, DPS need debuff. Takes failures, tether.
Tank healers stack. A little bit forward, Bruno, and ICP. A little bit more forward. DPS once you get it, you stack. DPS once you get it, you stack. Take your time. Take your time.
I'm missing one. Okay, we're good. Yeah, this tether thingy is way better.
Yeah, well, of course. Alright, give me a quick wipe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel for the
timing works,
debuff
Alba?
itself, but
Timing?
Yeah.
Good.
That's
Okay.
totally fine. We
Um,
actually have so much time.
other than that, yeah. If that's the case, then I'll have. Oh, Chris, are you losing positionals there? A lot? No? Yes?
So the last two runs I haven't lost any.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if it's DPS get debuff first, I'm going to lose two, so I'll have to just true north.
DPS first?
DPS get debuff.
Oh, DPS.
Would it be? Oh, if it's
Wait.
DPS.
I have two stacks of true north there, so it's not an issue at this.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, if it's a problem with needing to stack at the back of the boss, we could move the stack to the intercard instead.
oh,
Crystal doesn't have to stack, right? Until it's time. I told you you can play
Right, but
around with
if
the
someone
stack.
has to take a debuff from Crystal, then she has to stack.
Right, but until then, I mean, regardless of when that happens, she has to be behind boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not
Okay,
a problem, then
that
we don't
works.
need to
So
do it.
at this point, I'm just gonna remove all the callouts for Ali. So we're simply gonna call out DPS front or DPS back, and then whichever job needs to stack. So we're gonna take out who needs buff, who needs stuff. So if you're basically spread, you need the debuff. If you're stacked, then you literally don't need anything. You don't need the debuff, right? So we can,
okay, so
we
wait.
can
You,
take out
you
the...
call it then, because I don't.
Yeah, sure.
Wait for
Yeah,
time.
I'll call that up. The only problem I see with this, not a problem, but only cumbersome I see, with my strat and this strat, they're almost the same, but regardless of which, is right now we're able to pre-position south, behind, stay spread, stay stacked, not a problem. But the second time rot happens is during towers, or after towers. And right after towers, everyone's in their... not everyone, but whichever role that doesn't need the stack will stay stacked, so it's not a problem. But the people who need the debuff will be in their clock spots, taking towers. So just keep that in mind when you get there. Well, we're gonna use the same strat, right? Same strat. So...
For tethers during towers, we still have to do the merry-go-round thing.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's not an issue. Other than that,
Unless we want to do cursed pole boss north strat.
no, it's fine. Other than that, oh, Pinax. We're gonna do uptime Pinax. So Karen's always gonna pull it to fire lightning. Tile between fire and lightning.
I was gonna do fire water. Would you prefer fire lightning?
Fire water. Fire lightning is better. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Because if you pull it fire water, what happens is you can't get knocked back into. You have to avoid one tile when you get knocked back, right?
Sure, but right, because you're always gap close canceling as a melee, you just get knocked away from the water entirely, and it's not a problem. Versus lightning, you have to think about not standing in lightning.
Yeah, but if it's water, fire isn't that bad for.
Yeah, that's what. So if it's water fire, you have to stand and knock back and move to the other tile, right? Which is annoying.
Well, no, the
compared
the range group, if it's water fire, can be all the way over by lightning. They don't need to.
That's true. If it's water,
interact
so
at
in
all.
this threat, I believe you're knockback canceling, right?
No,
No, you're still working the same. No, but the problem with that is
Okay.
they're
You're
both
re-
about the same, whichever one people
you're
prefer.
unnecessary reducing one tile for nothing. You
So you're
can't stand in
reducing-
water during lightning because if they're spread like that, the problem occurs.
What do you mean you
when
can't stand in water during lightning?
when you get knocked back towards the boss or to the wall.
So,
Right.
in
One
what
group has to-
elements are going off?
So let's say water is going off and fire is going off, right?
Okay.
You're unnecessarily breaking the groups in two. Because one side has to go towards lightning and the other side has to go to fire, I presume. Because that's where the boss is,
Yeah, that's true.
right? Compared to if we put always at lightning and fire, if it's water, then you just stay and get knocked back to whichever side and just group up with your group, whether at the wall or on top of or in the center. If it's lightning and then fire, then you just stay at the wall, avoid the fire, and the other group move across, or one group moves to the center.
I mean, they do about the same things. If people would prefer lightning fire, I'll do lightning fire.
Yeah, do lightning fire.
Okay.
So lightning fire, everything will work the same. If you need to knock back, you can knock back. If you need to get, so just ignore where the boss is and do the mechanic as you would. That's the easiest way to put it.
The boss might not go all the way to the wall. At first, I have to figure out the timing.
That's fine.
With
that's
stuff.
what the.
But yeah,
what the
that's
pull-
just
Yeah,
just be
that's-
aware.
That's what's happening for Penex. Other than that, everything pull. Same way. In
Same
front,
as
in
normal?
the center, in the center, and at the wall. In the center and at the wall.
Wait, so
So one group's in the center, Bruno's group's in the center, right? And the other group's at the wall. Same way you get knocked back. That's not gonna change.
don't
Isn't
Don't
isn't
we-
the knock? Is the
Think
knockback
there's a
from the boss or from the center?
It's from the center.
It's on the center.
Okay, then yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so the way I have seen this is that, let's say it's a knockback into the stack. The two groups don't even need to be together at all times, and we can probably just do a 5-3 stack too.
We always
so
are.
let's say,
We're already doing a 5-3 stack right now.
yeah. So if it is like the example that I want to give, a knockback into a stack, you can just get knocked back from, let's say, the middle back to A and stack there instead of moving back to the middle. Like everybody gets knocked back to the same side
Sure. I
and
feel
just
good with
stack
that.
at the wall.
So the melee group is stacking at the wall next to the boss. Is that
And
what
then
we're saying?
the range group goes to the corner the same way. I mean, you
Yeah,
get
but-
the same way, right? So do the same exactly how we've been doing Penex. Ignore the boss position, and melee group don't have to gap. If you gap close, you're still at the wall. So
Yeah.
the range group is here, right? The same as always. And then the melee group used to get knocked back here, and they usually gap close back forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get rid of it.
Yeah, so pretty much just getting
Set the wall.
stacking on the boss where he is.
But do know, after the stack melees, you will have to move because the boss will center, and if you don't prepare for it, you're gonna lose. You're gonna clip because the boss teleports.
Okay.
Do we have assigned spots for if it's stack? Oh, sorry, if it's for spread during
If
this.
it's no, it's use the exact same thing you've been doing. It will not affect you if you. put
No,
it
I
in
have to go
right.
into melee. So do I?
Yeah,
have
we
assigned
so okay. I will go in front of the boss. Crystal stay at the wall. Frawley go to the right of the boss.
Frawley,
Crusader
Crystal,
go
and-
inside the boss.
Okay.
spot? I go right. Got it.
Or not right of the boss, but whichever side of the boss is not. I guess you could be either side of the boss.
Aren't they both safe? Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah,
near.
you can be either side of the boss. And Crusader can either be in the boss or on the other side of the boss. Ready, check, but for real this time.
Kareem,
Yeah?
thank you. I really needed that ready check.
You're welcome, Bruno.
Are you the one pulling from now on in this fight too, or is
Yeah.
Crusader going?
I'll be doing it. Because pre-pull IR doesn't gain anything.
I don't know when I might want to mess around with this, but would it ever be possible for me to start timer?
Oh yeah, sure.
I probably won't do it tonight, but
Yeah, whenever
Tank
you
healers
want to,
forward,
just do.
Tank healers forward, keep comms clean. I still have to run tiny. Hold on. Tank healers forward. Alright. The tank healers collapse. Tank healers collapse. Be a little bit more inside, tank healers. And see if Frolly can get what he needs. That's fine. We'll keep going after this, by the way, so you guys can stay south. Boss turning.
Yours. And then Buster.
Drop your sand.
Oh god. Okay. That's his vest.
Because you have one GCD.
Yeah.
Just presume the same way. Just spreading after.
oh,
Oh.
okay. Sorry, I don't. No, you're good.
Also, Crusader, can you, if we see the Buster, can you voke for it? And invuln?
Yeah.
Okay. That's if you want to do a countdown timer, you can at any point. If you just let me know. The one thing is that I put a 16 in a link shell for Cherry, so I'll invite you to the link shell so you can put a 16 in there.
Sure, I could do that.
Alright, DPS forward. DPS forward. Alright, tank healers collapse. You need to make your way across. Karen.
Oh, sorry, I should have waited for the cast.
Kareem.
DPS collapse after. DPS collapse. Spread.
Guess we're making one spot only.
This turn?
Yeah, I like this. Now that I understand. Yeah, don't know how much time you have to put the boss to which tile you want, but
I'm gonna
the most
go
common way I
Yeah.
have seen is
Okay.
just full morph, no matter which tile you have.
Yeah, there are multiple ways to do it.
This is as far as I can. Alright, you're getting knocked back. And stack.
Okay, group 1 is stacking on C.
You have, yeah. Boss is
Good.
gonna go center. Right, north on alpha. North on alpha. Yeah, that's the one I have to do. Okay.
I have
just
no
gonna go get it.
cooldowns.
That's fine.
Okay.
Your full health. Just keep going for now. Yeah, mess up rotation. I just want. Actually,
I'm not
let's
in
wipe it. I do
soil.
want to talk about orbs. Yeah, wipe it.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about orbs. Sorry about that. So Karen, you said if I mitigate, I can stand in lightning, right? I forgot about that.
You can stay in max melee, yes, if you mitigate.
Okay.
You can't stand in lightning, but you can
Right.
stand max melee.
I'm gonna just standing in it. See what happens.
You get a
Okay.
damage down.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Well,
Are you
does it have
gonna voke for that pull every time then, or?
to- Yeah, I'm gonna pull for it.
Okay.
I think I know the timing. My cast is longer, so I think.
Oh, that auto not worth it anymore.
No, I can get the auto off. That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
Auto is every 3 seconds, so I think I can get it off.
Damn.
Or position. I'm gonna tweak it just a little bit. So, so our current position with orbs is tanks, healers. Sorry, tanks north south, healers east west, and then your DPS intercard, right? Frawley and Karen, you're gonna swap.
Where's
right?
Frawley?
So Frawley's 2. So you're
Okay.
literally going to 2 and beta, right? So 2 and beta yellow are Karen and Isabia. Bruno and Crusader is going to be Delta and 4. So Crystal will be Charlie. Max melee, of course. Alva and Crystal on blue. And then, yeah, that's all the colors. So how are we going to take the tether is a variation of what Crystal posted last time. Is Karen and so basically the tanks and healer group will go clockwise. So Isabel and Karen, you're gonna go to its 3 and then to C. Right? And then Bruno and Crusaders group will go to 1, then on Alpha. Right? Clockwise. And then the DPS will go counterclockwise. So Crystal and Alva will go to Beta, then go to 2. And Frawley's and Cherry's group will go to Delta, then go to 4. If my brain didn't fail me and it works, we'll have it the same way where the range grabs the orb and then the melee stay max melee. But what's going to happen is the second orb, you won't need to go grab it. The range will literally can stand there and just inch a little when the orb gets close because it will come through the group. Does that make sense? So A1, D4. So Karen and Isubius group, you're gonna stay here, right, to grab the first orb. Then the Charlie orb will inevitably go through 1, right? So you don't even have to pop it. It will just
Wait,
go
so
through.
the the 3C people, which orbs are they taking?
They're taking B and 2.
Okay.
So if
I see.
the blue orb people stand here, inevitably the group 1 is between the orb C, so it will hit you, and the 1 people, which are Karen and Isobu's orb, which is on 2, it will inevitably also hit Delta.
Jeez.
Which
I think if you wait for it to get all the way over the C
so,
orb, that
I'm not saying you wait all the way, but the range will just need to inch and
Right.
grab it, and then you move.
okay.
That's how we're gonna try orbs. Again, don't worry about making mistakes. Play around with timings as much as you want. That's what today is for. So
I feel like the first orb pops are going to be really spooky, right?
correct. They're gonna be really close.
Okay.
So that one you just watch out for it. Yeah.
Okay.
You go counterclockwise. You get Delta first. Correct. Yeah. And then you need to see if Frawley's in range and pop the full orb if you can pop it earlier. Earlier is always better, right? Because then you can pre-position for lightning safe spot. But yeah. No, so you're gonna wait and see if it comes to you, and if you think it's gonna pop too late, then you go and pop it yourself, right? But as soon as you get the heal and you know Frol is in range, you can go pop it whenever. It's a free move. Alright, go when you're ready.
20. You just let me know when you're voking Crusader until I actually know when you're voking.
I'll vote during Penex.
Okay.
Since it is
No, it has to be before Penex. During setting the scene?
During Penex.
Penex is too late.
What?
Penex
He
is
won't.
too
He
late.
won't move when he gets the next.
You mean
Whichever
setting the
time he
scene.
moves.
I believe you mean setting the scene.
Whatever that thing is, yes.
And also he does auto during it.
There's one or two.
Setting the scene is mechanic where the curtains come down.
Tank seal is forward.
Nope, other way around.
No,
Wait, isn't it?
Tank Sealer's back, DPS
Tank
forward.
seal is back. Yes, just don't talk to me when this happens. My brain doesn't work. DPS collapse. Karen, you have to go all the way forward to the right. You're fine. Through the middle.
See, that's what happened is you two went at the same time.
You guys gotta group up in the back. We're also dead, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean, you can't go at the same time.
How do I live?
Okay, so what happened? Wait, 1 second.
So you walked into the stack, Crusader, to grab one, and then Isabel walked into the stack while you were still in the stack and took yours.
Huh. I see. Alright, go. No, you can go as slow as you want. I'll always go last. I was trying to test the timing for it.
I might need a second after this one. Sorry, I like randomly felt lightheaded. I think I'm okay.
Monka.
But
Let's
I
don't
just wanna
die.
Make sure that I'm not dying.
I've been up since 2:30 a.m.
I
Pacific.
can't think.
Tank Sealer's forward.
Yeah. Until I get this down, yeah, let's try to keep comms clean. DPS collapse. Triangular.
Wait, are groups too far?
Ideally, it should be closer. I keep telling you, tank sealers need to move in more, and then. Why?
I need a second real quickly.
Yeah, I think
For the actual tethers, you can move in front and stack with people as soon as you have a debuff. But then actually grabbing the tethers, you want to try and do a little bit faster.
Yeah, one of the tanks or healers had the one that way they couldn't get the debuff.
Did they? Let me check the VOD.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Whoever needs, whichever job I call forward, you need to be inside the center, like under his cape. You guys are max melee. Or you guys are like at the edge of the boss hitbox. Be inside the cape, and then whoever's behind can stay max melee. If the game hasn't changed, if you stay max melee, the tanks do lose autos.
Okay, I'm back. I think so.
Monka.
Oh.
Doing 20.
Alright, DPS south. Tank sealers inside the cape. Tank sealers inside the cape. Alright, tank sealers collapse. We were under the cape, so take it as you need. Where are you going, Karen?
Are you sure this is right? Okay. Oh, you're right. I'm done.
Karen, don't think, be a puppet.
Uh,
Can you get the first reprisal, or is it still too busy?
no, I can. The reason I asked you to do it is because I never remember to do it early enough to
Yeah,
catch
because
the
I
thing.
don't think they're catching wings because of delay.
Yeah, if I think I can get the first one,
Okay, we'll try the next one.
I should vote.
Wait, patience.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to move faster than that. Right, you're gonna get knocked back, stay center, knocked back into spread. Knocked back into spread. You're gonna be maximally good. East on beta, and then you're gonna stack.
Crusader, why didn't you just go left side?
Because Crystal's there.
No, Crystal's behind.
Is he? Is she? I was told center, so I went center.
Yeah, just go
Wipe it here. Wipe it here.
Yeah,
'Cause-
you can
'cause
do.
if
You can go to
it's-
the other side instead. That works just
Okay.
fine.
I'll go left then.
That should work, right?
Yeah. Actually, Crusader, can you go in front of the boss and I'll go left?
The reason I don't go left, I don't put.
That's
any
true, yeah, it could
behind
be-
boss is because it could be. What you call?
Actually, no. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because lightning goes off first.
Yeah.
So if it's lightning first, right? We don't stand in
There's no
lightning at the
pattern where
wall.
you don't have space for all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
don't,
always
right,
safe
if you
to go
pull it
left
fire
because the
and
boss
lightning,
is there.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Crusader, can you go in front of the boss and I'll go left?
Okay.
Thanks. And you want me to get the first reprisal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see if it lines up better.
Then you want to get the third reprisal.
When is the reprisal?
So the second blood rake, as opposed
Why
to
not
the first.
one?
Because I have shake on the first one.
Okay.
Right, 20.
I should disconnect.
Cancel? I'm gonna cancel.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh no. Not like this.
Well, then which ones am I getting?
Every time it's up, you press it.
Okay. That's simple enough.
The way that I do my reprisals, Crusader, is every time it's up, I get it, and every time it's not up, I tell you it's yours. And therefore, if you're getting that one, then you just get it every time it's up.
Hmm.
Bruno.
I'm gonna one time CB gets back. I want to change a little bit of one or two things, and I want to change one thing. I want to test one thing. Which is gone.
I assume you get a damage down if you take a thing you weren't supposed to, Bruno. So if you take a rock you weren't supposed to, or a tether you weren't supposed to, you take a damage down. Not that you would ever notice unless you invuln it. Welcome back.
Well, I'm back.
Hello, I'm so.
Monka.
So what?
Monka.
Oh no.
Not back.
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah, now you got out halfway through the last thing you were saying.
I was just saying the cat jumped up on my the tower of my computer and pressed the power button as he jumped up on top of it.
Oh no.
That's why you need to tape a piece of paper over it and then pull up the tape every time you need to press the power button.
Yeah, I should give that a go. That's the first time. Like, he jumps up there all the time, but he's never turned the computer off. So I was like, what?
Yeah, my cat does that too. Crusader told me he was disbanding the static if it happened in raid, so I had to fix it.
Oh no. So yeah, later after raid, I'll try that paper.
Yeah,
trick.
usually I'd get like a piece of cardboard and then tape one side of it, and then you can just like pull it up as a flap, and that way it won't be thin enough that the paw will press the button anyway.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
So one thing I was just here, I'll explain in words. Instead of having Bruno, Crusader, Karen, Isabel, I'm gonna have Bruno, Crusader, Isabel, and then Karen just take left or right side most.
Okay.
Yeah, that way you don't have to go through the group if you need. You can just go around and always be at the edge.
There's time to run through during the cast before they go out, but sure.
Yeah, no, just too cumbersome if DPS are spread and then you have to make your way behind them.
Yeah, but by the
that's
time the
probably
actual
fine.
debuffs go out, I'm already behind them.
Okay, if that works, then we'll keep it like that. The one thing I want to test is, Isabel, if you know you have debuff and you need to spread, can you just spread into your spread position? And then I'll pass you the tether.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if I need the debuff,
If you need the tether, you just
If you need the
go-
tether at any point, you can just go to the tether spot and Crusader will come give it to
Yeah.
you.
okay.
After resolving getting the debuff if you need it or passing it if you need to.
You can always stay in your clocks, your spread 3, and then if you need the debuff, you just go and grab it and come back. If you already have it, just stay here. And then if you don't need it, then of course you go stack on the tanks.
No, it should be okay, probably. Because all 3 other people are going to immediately get a tether, and so there's no chance of taking Ice Abuse because everyone will already have one.
So literally, when I pass mine to Isabel, there will be a tether between a DPS and the boss, and I'll grab that as I move.
It should be okay. In the same vein, once you have a tether from south,
20.
you can like move away north if you want. And that's fine because people will always just take another one from south. You don't need to wait for everyone to have one.
And then if that works, I'm gonna have Karen, you do the same for... You're gonna do that for Isabel, you're gonna do that for Bruno.
I can't promise that I'll react fast enough, but I'll try.
Well, you have to. You have no
Okay.
other choice. You're getting the first one.
You gotta tell me sooner than that.
Oh, you got it now.
Yeah, but I triple weave.
Okay, DPS south. No, is it too early? It's too early. DPS collapse. Nice. Guys, if you have your debuff, you can go to 3 and spread.
So you went at the same time again?
Did I go at the same time?
Yes, you and Bruno went at the same time.
Wipe it. Okay. No, I'll always go last. That's fine. I'll just watch Bruno if that's the case. I couldn't see him for a bit. The use ice is always easiest rather than having some roll call or system. Since you always have people who are able to adjust. Or is he disconnected? Yeah, well.
Nothing. I got a unrecoverable error from something. What? I've never seen this before. Okay. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Huh, okay. What the hell?
What are
Sorry,
you guys talking about?
guys. Obviously, we can't pull. Every time Corinne says I'm pulling, it flags us,
Monka.
so.
Okay.
So it was the XIV Alexander. It said unrecoverable error, so I'm just starting without it. I've never seen that before.
Scared.
At least I don't have to turn my computer on.
Yeah. Off the mech cherry.
Is that it for phase 1?
You strat changes? Yeah.
Yeah, Rot or Penex?
Should be.
Okay.
Those are the only mechanics.
Right.
So there is the strat where you pull the boss north for towers, and then the melees take the close 2 towers, and the range take the far 2 towers. But it's kind of dumb. The gain is that all of the tethers are south, and so they're all together and easier to grab than if they were facing different ways, I guess. It's a PF strat for people that can't use their eyes. Okay. Good. Thank you, that was the goal. Hell yeah.
Cream,
Does the boss turn during towers?
Yes.
Cream, you are a Jolly Rancher and your hammer is a giant gusher.
Hell yeah.
I want to try something for towers then. After we get the order properly.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, but now I can't do anything with my controller.
Oh, well.
What is going
Well.
on?
Have you tried
trying to
unplugging it
config-
and plugging it back in?
I'm just gonna check the system config and see if my... No, it's enabled. Okay. Apply. Oh, why? Okay, I'll unplug it and plug it back in. That's smart. That's something we should do. Yeah. I'm very flustered. I don't know what's happened to my... And to make things worse,
Satyr.
It's
something's
banned.
wrong with
Satyr.
with what
Those
looks
bad
like.
things are banned in my static.
Oh, they're so tasty. I love Jolly Ranchers.
Those are
I have
dangerous
to exit
things.
the game.
Oh, did you ever get the like Jolly Rancher lollipops? Those were delicious. They were
Now I'm
delicious.
You should all
Alright.
take a 10-minute break. I can't.
Oh, I
cannot
thought-
do
okay.
anything. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll back out and then
Okay.
take a quick 10. We had at 7:10.
There's an S rank in Balmung the Churning Mists.
Do an expert real quick.
I know, but I would
10
go-
minutes, not
It's
whatever.
it's more than enough.
imagine not having to cap tomes before we re-cleared for the pants.
True, I did that.
Why don't we just
Cherry.
farm like P1 or something and then
Yeah, you
If
can
you're
queue us for
missing
P1.
ICB is missing. We can't queue her.
Can you not
yeah, but
queue?
like
Then just
can't.
remove her from the party and then queue.
We can't then queue because then we'll be on duty finder.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's no who the hell fucking queues for her savage.
For normals?
I'm not going normals to
No,
farm.
Oh
Normal,
my
yeah.
god.
What?
I was saying P1S. What do you mean?
Oh.
You can't. Yeah, right. You can't queue for PONS.
There's a
Oh,
very
you
high
think there
chance that
is
I need to
someone?
use a different GCD for 4. That's so sad.
2.41.
No, I would switch to 4, 6, or 5 in that case.
Okay. Yeah, when we were looking at Gunbreaker logs, everyone was either 4.1 or 4.6. And then
This
you
is
were like
Gunbreaker
4.4
don't
on
use
log.
4.0. I
For
think.
4S? Or for P4S?
Yeah, for phase 1, yeah.
Oh, that means 4, 4, 6 probably lines up nicely.
Yeah.
That would be
Gunbreaker doesn't
good.
use 4.0 from what I've seen.
Gunbreaker uses anything between 4.0 and 4.7.
Yeah, but there's an ideal one with the highest RDPS.
They don't have the RDPSs listed anymore.
Oh my lord.
They just have some comments on whether or not they feel comfy with the fight lineups.
What the hell is that true for then?
But when I was 4.7 in P1S, I kept not actually pressing No Mercy late enough.
Okay. Well, can we do an expert? Nobody? No, I'll just do an expert. I'll be back.
It's more than 10 minutes, Crusader. That's like
No, but if she gets
25
back-
minutes. What the
It
fuck?
takes like 5 minutes.
No,
No.
Crusader,
Give us
I'll
a
do an
layer
expert
raid.
with you after raid if you don't do one now.
God damn it.
So I did a expert roulette earlier, and I was doing more damage than the other 3 people combined.
Monka.
Damn it.
Man, you know how on Tuesday I was ahead on all my work? Well, on Wednesday I got the results from the first 2 weeks of my group project back, and we had a 30%.
Fun.
I'm no longer ahead on my work.
Yeah, that's why I never trust group work.
No, the problem was there was one input that we didn't treat properly, and it broke every single test, even though they should have been passing.
Well,
But
were you in charge of that?
we were both didn't think about it.
There we go.
But the prof doesn't want us to fail as much as we don't want to fail, and so he's rerunning it after we fix that bug.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I took down all of tests today.
All of what?
At my work, we have multiple test environments.
Oh,
I was doing a
you'll
upgrade
love
to our
to see
Coffee
it.
servers, so I took down all of our test environments.
Oh,
God.
wow. Fun.
It took like 3 hours to get them back up.
And Pog. Bruno, what are you doing in Zalira? I saw that. I think he's going to the hunt train, Monka S.
What? You're letting go on a hunt train, but not me on expert roulette?
He can leave a hunt train at any point in time,
I can, I too.
and then you'll take a
Oh.
30-minute queue penalty,
Yep.
and we'll spend 30 more minutes waiting.
Minimum 30-minute waste their time. You can go to the hunt rate.
Who wants to go to Dice's nightclub premiere opening on February 5th with me?
Can I stand in the basement and spam holy?
We get free access to the VIP area because we're triple legends. Yeah. You can rent out Ray Rose for the night.
Much.
Isn't that
I think the price quoted was 3 million if you wanted the whole night.
a whole night?
The whole night with Ray Rose.
Is it an Eorzea night or is it a?
Oh, it sure is, Crusader.
Oh my god. We can do a lot in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Look, maybe it only takes Crusader 2 minutes. Other people might need some more time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, he didn't even know what it was. He asked me what the fuck Val had sent.
What? Do what?
Jerry, are you fucking having a Gunbreaker alt too? Oh my god, take all the stuff that I need. What JCD are you even trying to get? Damn.
And Samurai needs like 7 weeks of Tombstone gears.
Yeah, so does a 4/6 warrior.
I think Reaper's like 4 or 5. It's like
What the hell is PRD on the bottom? It will open up an archive. What does that mean? No, like it says it shows images of what the race looks like from whatever you choose. Use that to make a small backstory and character traits and such. I'm very confused. It wants to save character information, and it'll take up 2 megabytes of data. Do I
Just tell it
continue?
yes.
Okay.
And the stuff on the left is basically the stuff that you are actually editing. The stuff on the right you don't have to touch for now.
I can't. There's so many things. What the fuck?
Just look at the left column. Alright, start at the top left.
Okay.
And it says ancestry, and that's where you start.
Does it? Where's my pictures? She's. Uh huh. Oh. I have to open up every single one. What the? But there's no image.
No,
What
send
the fuck?
him the other thing. Send him the one Val sent us. That just has a summary. Navigate to the
Nadi is a
actual page because
spider?
otherwise he won't know what's going on.
What is a sapient spider?
The sapient spider.
What the hell does sapient mean?
Oh, like
humanoid.
human like not human like, but like can think and make decisions and shit.
So it's an arachnoid.
Yeah.
God damn it.
How do you know?
Why do you post it in the static channel?
Crusader, you're the one that gets mad every time I try and DM you a fucking link.
That's because you DM me the link. Who DMs people links?
Where else do you want it?
I don't know, like in the chat.
Here's what you gotta do. You gotta find some random Discord from like an old static and post it in there.
You're right.
Yeah, you can do
I'll
that.
start sending all my
Wait,
links in the fucking
I'm
Uwu
confused.
static.
How is
Discord.
this helping?
Just make a new channel that only Crusader can see and add the link there. So make a new
Oh, yeah,
channel
you can
for
do that.
everything.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the link that
Create
Cherry sent, Crusader, it has a list of all of the ancestries.
Uh-huh.
So instead of having to click on them one by one, you can just scroll through them and read them. And then if they seem interesting, you can click for more details.
Oh, so they have one liner to them. I
Yeah.
see, I see. Okay, I'll read that. Okay. And then what? And then barkeep? Does that matter?
What?
Barkeep? Background. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a whole lot of things going on. Right, you do them one by one. Hold on, let me
Okay, let
go
me
on the
ask.
page.
What is the difference between background and a class? So class is what the
So
fighting thing is.
class is like paladin, right? That
Right,
was your
right.
D&D
But what is
character.
background?
The background is like this is something about where you came from. So it's like if you were a
What did you
barkeep,
do
I used
before
to
you-
be employed as a barkeep and now I'm an adventurer. Right?
I see.
If you picked like circuit judge, you used to be a circuit judge.
I see. So then the level 1 and level 2, do I need to care for those?
What if we did,
Level
like,
1 you will do.
Zodiac real quick.
After level 1 you don't need to
We
do.
can.
If you know
well,
how to
well,
balance
hey.
things, you can also make your own backgrounds. pretty
So
easily.
the level
Okay.
1, right, heritage is something about your race.
But didn't I choose my race and ancestry?
Yes, but like so you know how you were an ASMR in D&D?
Uh-huh.
Heritage you could be like I am an ASMR elf.
The
Or you
fuck?
could be right, so you're like an elf but you are also demony.
So
or
can
you
I,
could
can I have
you
can
could
I
be
not
like
have a heritage?
No, you need a heritage, right? But let's say you didn't want to be like an Aasimar elf. You just wanted to be a normal ass elf.
Mhm.
Then there's different types of elf, right? You could be like a wood elf, or you could be like a, I don't know, river elf or a plains elf.
So that changes as what I choose my race, ancestry.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, then what is an ancestry feat or feature?
And ancestry feat, basically you read them and they give you abilities that are related to your class. So let's say again you were an elf.
Okay, do I choose one or more?
You will choose one. Yes, you'll
of
choose
each, whatever you said, all each one.
one. Yes, each one.
Then class feat also one.
Class feat. Yep, that's a feat related to your class. There'll be options. You'll read one, pick whichever one sounds cool.
Attack of opportunity, free feat, free feat. Do I need to?
Those
know
no,
those?
that's just describing the things that you get by being a fighter.
Stat ability 1, 1, 3, 4. Do I need to know those?
So those you can worry about after, but it's basically, you know, which of your stats you want to boost and which of your skills. So you know there was like perception, persuasion, athletics, etc. Those are the skill trainings.
Where's
so you
two?
get to
Where's my 2 missing? Where's the 1, 3, 4 cogwheel? Where's that? Where's the
Huh?
2 cogwheel?
Oh no, those are just saying how many of each of the things you can get. So the four on set abilities means you get to pick 4 abilities and increase their scores.
Okay. Do I need to care for level 2, level 3, level 4?
No. No.
Okay. So all I need to do, my homework is top 3 and then up until level 1.
Yes. There is a little bit more that you will have to do, but that can be done on Monday. It's basically just picking what starting gear you have and picking what languages you can speak.
Okay. Is that it? That's all
Yep.
my homework. Okay. I'll try to do them by Monday.
Ooh. Say hands. Say hands. Yo, I'm so excited
I
for
could
my
have done an
fucking
expert
rat
roulette.
swashbuckler though.
Oh my god.
He's such a good lad.
A Trent? A tree? Not a
Fear you
Trent.
never know when a thing of fake blood is gonna come in handy. I'm just saying. One day you'll be like, damn, I wish I had a thing of fake blood, and I'll be like, I got you.
Role requirements are not enforced for this duty. Well, do you want to do something while LCB gets back?
Tuesday.
No, not Zodiac. Leshy?
No, Crusader it is not Crusader style. He'll never pick that one. Not a chance.
Guardians and emissaries of the environment, Leshies are immortal spirits of nature temporarily granted a physical form. I'll be like a corrupted Leshy. You don't know what I'll do to the environment if I choose this race.
Rotten fruit.
Yeah. Like I'll burn fires, burn true forests to the ground.
Damn.
Yeah. And I'll like summon demons. Oh, actually, it's not might be a good race, actually.
Damn.
So what's the difference between Pathfinder and D&D?
The combat is a little bit more complicated.
That's
I
it.
think it's the primary one.
There's also a lot more modules for Pathfinder that allow for non-Vancian magic, more interesting equipment, etc.
Interesting.
Spheres of Power is really cool.
I think for our knowledge, the primary difference is it's slightly more complicated, and Val will tell us things that matter.
In general, you can just tell by the size of the player's handbook, going from like 350 pages to like 700.
I see.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get to Belmont real quick.
Can we do some leveling roulette? Cherry, do you want to do some leveling roulette? You'll be fast. What about a tank? So you queue immediately. Or you can out-tank, out-queue a healer.
Wait, if you're doing leveling, I wanna come.
We have literally 5 minutes. Don't go.
But also that, yeah.
Yeah, please just wait. Like, You lost cross fallacy. You see?
See, she's back right now.
God damn it!
Sorry.
I need to get the Balmung Mare Lamentorum instance one real quick.
But she's not here yet.
I'm still looking in,
See?
and I still don't
Son
know
of
if
a
my.
roulette.
I still don't know if I fixed the controller issue. So we'll see.
Crusader, it's gonna take longer than her logging in to do a fucking leveling roulette.
Oh, and about the same time.
God.
What
Exactly, right? That's what I was thinking. Ifrit, right? Takes like
the?
Is it working?
Yes, it is. My controller is working.
Great. Wonderful. I will not go to
Fuck.
Balmung then.
damn it.
Well, I mean, you're the raid leader. If you want to go do a roulette,
Don't
then
tell.
that's
No,
you.
don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
We could do an expert roulette all together.
Don't tell him that.
We can
Groups of
race.
expert roulette. Yeah.
It builds character.
Add some competition.
Can I
Dungeon
get
rotation.
the black
Those
mage then?
Yeah, you can.
In my group.
You can also take cherry.
When
Yes.
did this get turned back
We'll do like
on?
a scissor paper stone and we'll pick one by one. And then- yeah.
Oh no.
Pick your dodgeball.
Black
team.
mage is good in there.
You can have Frawley. I don't need Frawley. Frawley.
I don't need
Your
Brawly.
boys.
He
I'll take
disappoints me.
I
all the DPS.
Also go black mage. Hmm?
Well, you don't have the weapon. You
Okay,
don't have the
I'm gonna
weapon.
do
If we get
this
dead
now,
ends, then we
and
get
we're gonna do
thing.
this fight.
Are we doing the whole fight? No, we're still no pots
Orb
yet.
until
right?
orb.
Yeah, I would not recommend potting because I think that we are unlikely to get to a point where they are useful.
Oh, I was like, why am I running so fast than usual? What's going on? That was- okay.
Crystal, you ready? Okay, 20.
What the? Hey, what is going on?
Oh no,
Monka.
Bruno.
Bruno,
Yes,
how
yes,
could you
show me
do
how
this?
it's
I
done.
need my speed.
It's an addiction, Karen.
Yes.
Yours.
Bruno's forbidden from playing anything else. Yeah, it's too late. I'm not gonna catch the one after this. If you want me to remember in time, you gotta tell me like on poll.
Thanks, healer south. Thanks, healers collapse. Bruno has to be a little bit forward.
Bruno?
No, no.
Bruno?
Oh no. Bruno's just getting used to all the new buttons. It's a good time to try a new job when we're trying new strats, I think, because then it doesn't matter so much. I almost have a AST ready.
Do we need a full 20 seconds for this, Cherry? Do you care if your standard step is right, or should I start doing
Yes.
15?
Yes,
Okay.
It matters. It matters.
Install 20 by Crusader, I do 20.
Yours first.
Nope.
I need like
Thank-
15.
Yeah, but you can do 15 anyway. Oh, fuck.
Alright, DPS south. Things healers move forward and that DPS collapse.
Are you still passing me the thing
Yeah,
here?
I'm passing to
Crusader?
you. Yeah.
Okay.
You can go a little bit further than that.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward. Okay.
You needed to grab the other first.
No, you don't need to.
Oh, you're right. You're right. My bad, my bad.
You might want to stand a bit more closer, I suppose. If you go that far,
Yeah.
I can't.
No
I can't
reprisal.
in range.
Okay.
That's fine.
Mm.
It's late.
Buster. Alright, stance is off. Take it whenever you want to.
Yeah, okay. I can't get the last UCP off.
You're ranged there, aren't you?
It's at the end. Get knocked back.
I see.
Into stack. Knocked back. Bruno move up after.
Let's stack.
Probably.
Oh.
South Charlie.
Yeah, should we do it so that we're always far?
Wipe it.
You practice this frame, right?
If people
not?
need to, yeah.
Did we change the stack location? Is that what happened?
I think.
No.
Well.
So the range group is supposed to be Cherry, Alva, and Isabel, right?
Yeah.
And
It's
you
just
guys get
Alva
knocked
and
to
I.
the corner. Yeah. So
Yeah,
there's missing someone there.
I think.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
You get knocked back to lightning or water. Lightning, right? You get knocked back to lightning. Same thing. To lightning. 4.
Don't we want to get knocked back? Like. I guess we can kind of go through the middle. It's just kind of scary. Yeah, because we've been defaulting to counterclockwise of the lightning
Yeah.
center, but maybe we should always just do farther from C, farther from whichever side the boss is pulled. Right. And that way
Okay,
we
so
don't
just-
risk overlapping people in fire stacks.
Okay. So the other side of where we usually go, just on the opposite side here. Okay.
Crusader, are you good with the pull, or do we need to do something else?
Pull again. I'll see if I can pop in and out. That's pretty annoying. Yours first.
Oh, did I do it too early? I did.
Tank Sealer south. DPS under the cape. DPS stack. Collapse. DPS collapse. Thanks to their stack here.
What?
Sorry,
Why
sorry.
did you stack us?
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like,
What?
My brain just...
okay. I was like, I'll do it, and if we wipe, then it's not my fault.
Correct, that's the correct way to think. Correct, just, yeah, from me. I don't know why collapse there, but sorry. Sorry. Yeah, go again.
What am I doing? I was gonna walk up to the other second. I don't know.
Just to make a habit, range especially, you guys are always, not range, but healers, you're always a little too far south, so make sure you are maximally on top of the tanks. If you are south. Alright, DPS south. Alright, tank healer collapse. Bruno collapse. DPS collapse.
Oh.
Keep going for now. We're gonna stack after.
Out of lightning.
Stack. You gotta move.
So in that
This
case,
is
are
this
melee stacking
scenario-
in front of the boss?
Right, that's all I wanted to.
Because the
sure.
range didn't have to be
At-
right
at
there. They could have
correct,
been
right. They could
somewhere
have been
else.
at the other world, yeah.
There's no way we could have been anywhere else because what
You could.
happened
you
was, no, let me explain first. So, lightning
So-
went off and
yeah.
fire was next to it, so we had to wait here in fire.
And then-
Right, but you
for
could have
lightning.
been by water or poison instead.
Oh, you mean like on a different
So-
side
the
of
other
the
side,
map?
no,
kind of
don't
thing?
do that. I don't have to think.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's easier if the melees move after, right? So,
Okay, so melees move front of the boss in that case.
Yeah. So my
Okay.
I
opinion, I don't
mean,
know.
I don't
And
see a
range
reason
should
to
still
why
stand,
not
but-
split the groups, to be honest.
I mean, can you heal? Do you think there's enough time for you to heal? Because if you split the group, you're only gonna get half the healing from each group. Each healer is gonna be in charge of each group, and then because they're not overlapping, you're not gonna get regen. You're not getting shield on the other
Rain,
side.
can you
So
stand
that's
here?
another one.
Me?
You're getting
Yeah.
healing. Even if we split the groups, you're getting healing when we center for him to do cap or swords. So
Right, but
Yeah,
you are
it's
still,
different.
regardless, missing a heal, right? So if you can get by, unless you heal only when you go back center, if you do heal after AOE goes off, right, then, or sorry, if stacks goes off and you heal there, then I guess you're missing a heal. But if you can get by without it, then you can split the group.
that's fine. Yeah, that's what the other group I joined is doing. Like they just do a 5-3 split, but the ranger group can just go to wherever they want, really. Like give the melee some room, but also doesn't matter if it is a spread or stack, it's just better. So you're not overlapping as much. Healing will not be an issue, it feels. So
I think it's still going to be hard for. So there's not a lot of time. So when it's lightning and fire and they're next to each other, there's not a lot of time between the lightning going off and the stack, right?
Correct.
Is
yeah,
there
but
enough
that's the
time?
thing. You don't need to be there. You can be like if if the exact same scenario happens, like the group 1 will be in between those two, and you don't need to worry because you should or could be like here or on the other side.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I mean, if you're doing counterclockwise, it's easiest if you fixate that and go counterclockwise from wherever the boss is. So if boss is Charlie, then you always go to Delta for stack, right? Counterclock. Whichever thing you do is the same thing for knockback. You do the same for it, right? If it's clockwise, do it clockwise. If it's counter, you do it counter. Yeah. All right, we'll give that another go. Cool.
So we always range is always going to a different side no matter what it is.
Yeah. No matter if it's
Okay.
knockback or lightning, you just go to that little spot that you always go to, even if it's for knockback. Right, tank sealer south. Don't go too far. Stay max melee. Alright, DPS collapse. I'm gonna put marker on Cherry. If you can follow Cherry, that would be great. For range group, since I think he knows where he's going. Well, do you?
You decide where you're going, and then you know where you're going.
So we're going to A or C here. C, is it?
No, it's too late. It's too late if we have to look at it like that. Like we have to know.
Yeah. I think we can decide early on because it's one group, right?
South Charlie. I can wipe it once you're done.
Okay, so how about we just
So
treat,
it'll be best if you always stand on the right side of lightning or water, just like you always do. If that makes sense. So regardless of where the boss goes, you guys always stand on the right side of water, right? Just like how you always do. If that makes the most sense. Because if it's knockback and water... Sorry, let me rephrase that. So the easiest way to make it so that it's always uniform. If I put you... Yeah, so if I pull the boss to a letter marker, if you guys can go always counterclockwise of that, does that always work? Whether it be spread or stack, you just go clockwise of it, sorry. So if the boss is Charlie, right, then you guys will always go to Delta. If it's spread, then go there and spread, or if it's knockback, then spread, then you guys knock back into a spread position.
That's a little bit of a pain, though, if that's next to poison, right? If it's spread and then it's next to
how
poison.
else would you make it easier so they can move without looking at what's there on the ground?
If they don't look at what's on the ground, there's always a chance they'll be next to poison. Okay.
You could trade it like you used to, right? And just do
Well,
so if
not
it's lightning, you go to
possible.
water, right?
No, not because. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's true. That can be done.
But that's the same thing as what we did.
No, because the boss is by lightning, not by water.
No, but
I'm saying the
Thanks,
range
No,
group
we-
doesn't have to go nearby.
Thanks, Dad.
well, that's not. Got DPS south. Tank healer stack, collapse, tank healers collapse. Range Mercy. Stay at the wall. And we're gonna spread after.
Oh, how do you stay on this signal?
Oops.
Isn't that my spot?
It is.
Set
I
me
was trying to
forward.
see if I could get, because I was trying to throw
Out,
buffs out,
Charlie.
and I can't reach other people on the edges with buffs.
Do you want that spot then?
Wipe it.
You can have that spot, but tell me.
No, go ahead and keep doing that for now. I'll
Okay.
try
Are
and
we
figure
not holding-
out.
Sorry.
If we have proper kill times without deaths, we can't hold.
Okay.
We're going to be. We had 2 deaths last time, and we are just at the point where we're okay holding. With no deaths, we're going to be like killing right at. It'll be questionable. Like we'll be losing pot up time.
If we're gonna be losing buffs there, should we try doing it back that way we did and see if we can move in time or no?
I mean, if you can't hold, you have to do it. Right. You have to do. you
Right,
have
yeah,
to do
so
whatever you want to do.
we have to do it and people have to be close.
Yeah. Because what I'm saying is, if we were doing it 235, which would be 435, 635, our 635 pots would last us up to 15. And I think we'd kill it like 710, 705-ish, which is before that.
So what I'm saying is, should we go back to the way we were just doing it and see if we can do the fire split properly while we're all in
Yeah,
the
we
same-
should just have the melee group walk to middle for stack in that case then.
I'm not gonna put middle. We're just gonna break off left, right. That might be easier.
No, we
It
can't do
requires-
that
Why not?
because one of those sides is the stack fire.
No, I know. So
tile.
literally, you stand here. Let's just lightning. It goes off, and the left group moves. You literally take one GCD movement. It's
Oh,
not
so you're
that
saying
big.
send the rage group far left instead of sending the melee group forward?
I think
Yeah.
sending the melee group forward is a better idea.
Well,
I think-
the problem with that is for the melee group.
I think that's better, yeah, because then the casters can just stay still.
Yeah,
Movement
ours
is
got is-
decently fast.
Like there should be time to run center. Right, there's just as much time between the stack going off as between the spreads going off, and there's time for you to run forward, Crusader. Right?
No, it's more for Bruno more than anything, because Bruno's the one that has to follow.
That's
the rule.
true.
Bruno is a a Sage right now, so Bruno does not care.
Oh, does he
Bruno
not?
has a little jumpy button.
Yeah, he can jump to one. Well, I don't know if he can jump in time.
Yeah, does it line up? Because remember, the puddle thing, it fixates on the position that the game registers you on.
I mean, no matter what, we're going to need one of our healers to move away from the other one,
Well,
right?
it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Because if the healer group stands here, or if the range group stays here, and this is the safe tile, they don't have to move at all.
But in the
Back.
no, because in the case of lightning fire, you have to swap between the two tiles, right? There's no other option.
Right. Oh yes, right. Lightning fire. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Or
I think, yeah, we should try it both ways. Do you think? And see how we go. Like, we'll try range moving one time and try melee moving the other time and see if
yeah,
Sure.
I guess melee on the group might be the best if we get the worst scenario. Melee forward range at the wall will be best. Okay, we can give that a go.
So melee's going towards the center for stack if it's lightning fire specifically.
yes.
Okay, 20.
And then just make sure that the ice you're all the way at the wall, so you minimize the movement for everyone else.
Yeah. I'll be hugging those nails like something. I don't know.
There's an early pull. Watch it.
Yeah, I didn't get my thing snapshotting.
We'll just go for now.
There's not going to be a reprisal on the one after.
I don't put faint on the one after.
That's also fine. Alright, DPS south. DPS south. Tank healers collapse. Make sure to collapse. Then DPS grab.
Monka.
I just pass it to you. What happened?
You guys are.
I'll check VOD. Let me see. Let me see.
I mean, it's just like Nisi, right? It's you don't have to, your characters need to overlap onto them to pass. As long as you're in the vicinity and your characters like touch tips, it does pass. That's what I presumed happened from.
Bruno
Let me
is
see.
like, and he just took longer to load in than the rest of us too.
Oh, it definitely I think wasn't that.
Are
let
you
me see.
sure?
Let me observe it.
I swear I saw Frolly and Cherry character models touch.
No, so
It looks like
if
Frawley
somebody got
passed it to Bruno because Bruno wasn't quite
yeah.
stacked. Yeah, Bruno was a step behind us, and so he didn't get one, and therefore Frawley passed it to him.
Huh.
Yep.
Okay,
I can show VOD if you want to see Crusader.
that's fine.
Okay.
Also, I figured things out there, so if I always start with a rear positional, then I should never have to worry about True North for that first setup.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I
Ready,
do want
sir?
to get down with Orb at the very minimum tonight. So
Bruno, you got to stack more. The
Yeah,
White
make
Whispers,
sure you
I
are
passed
in the
it to
stack.
you and you didn't have the debuff.
You were a step behind us, and so you didn't get one from someone else.
His wagon, I think
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Or DPS south. Excuse me. DPS south. DPS collapse. DPS collapse.
I'm actually griefing the DPS right now.
Monka.
See how close I can get to them. Are we not taking swapping anymore? Oh no, we are.
We are,
Okay.
We are.
It's okay.
There's no autos here.
There. Was there?
There
Not
is-
here. There aren't autos here. Is there?
Yes.
Yeah,
you just
you-
took an auto
yeah.
as you said that.
No, yeah, I know he's autos after. But
No, he autos during it too.
knockback
Right. Yeah.
into stacks.
So we're getting
I like
to
removing.
speed. Oh, alpha.
Center up.
Fuck, am I doing?
West on Delta. West on Delta. Yeah, I can.
Oh, I think Bruno might be.
So we're doing the same
So-
spread stuff with this part, yeah.
Yeah. And just spread.
Korean, you're so dead.
Yeah, I'm very dead.
Yeah. You can wipe it here.
What's the problem, Crusader?
I died because I didn't have health.
Well, did you use every cooldown?
Yeah, I used Rampart Sentinel and I was at 30% health.
Then yeah, you need health then.
Yeah, so just let us know when you, because
So always 100% of the time between the first set of pin axes going off and the second set of pin axes going off, if Crusader has health, that is ideal.
okay, yeah,
He
because I
needs
don't
he
have
needs
to
enough
heal.
health there, yeah.
I don't need to heal you there, so it's a new thing for me. But yes, how much your health, Crusader?
And I need to switch GCDs real quick.
Yeah, so that's the reason, right, Bruno, that I said it'll be best if we have a fixed movement where melee group always moves up, regardless of whether we get knocked back or we're at the wall.
I think if we just do the left, right, and max melee for your group, it should work out okay. Like so melee group goes to the left knockback part.
Well, so
and
Bruno, so the
max
problem
melee.
the reason they can't fuck off to the other side is because they need buff. They won't catch any buff. Our kill time is so fast that we can't delay anything, and if we don't delay and they fuck off to the other side, then
Would it
you're losing a lot of DPS.
be helpful if, regardless of whether it's water and then stack or lightning and then stack, both times the melees went to the center?
No, the problem with Bruno right now is he can't determine whether he needs to move up or not. Every time because it changes, right? He has
Right,
to
so
memorize
that's
the
in that case,
scenarios.
both times he would have to move up as opposed to neither of the times. He
Right,
would
that's
have
what
to
I'm
move up.
saying, right? So what I'm saying is, it'll be best if we keep it uniform where Bruno always has to move up, right?
Yeah,
That'll be best.
that's what I'm suggesting.
And my group, let's
No, we don't
just do
anymore,
that
Bruno,
same
because
spot.
we have to do it. Currently, we do that because currently we can delay buff because the timing allows us to. However, at the current moment, we can't delay. The buff comes up during Pinax. Right. So if it's knockback, well, let's say whatever the first two elements are, as the second element's going off, then you need to pop buff. So if it's knockback and then stack and they fuck off to the other side, then as they pop their buffs, it won't catch the other 3 on the other side, or the 5 on the other side.
We actually see when buffs are coming off cooldown.
So
Where the
for
fuck is the
knockback,
fixed Jerry.
We should just always get knocked back to that same square that we always got knocked back to before, and my group always go this side like they do, and then your group can try to do max melee on this side, and we won't clip each other ever.
Right, but then that requires group 2, which is a range group, to think every time. If you're okay with that, then...
No, it's the same. It's the same
It's
squad
not-
every time.
Yeah,
for
it's
us.
not
There's
thinking
no
because they've been
thinking.
doing that this whole time.
Yeah,
They,
yeah.
Opposite side of the water pile.
Don't worry about us. We'll,
Let's give you a scenario. Like Karen's been saying, if it's lightning and fire, how are you gonna go about?
the same way we'll just.
Right, so that's what I didn't want to do. Bruno is getting fucked because of that scenario.
Ah.
That's what I've been arguing, right? Bruno is confused. He doesn't know when he needs to move up to the group, when he doesn't need to.
So,
the scenario which,
may I make a
in which-
suggestion?
Yes.
So right now, what we're doing as melees is if it's lightning fire, we're staying at the wall, or we're moving up, and if it's water fire, we're staying at the wall. Is there something wrong with if it's lightning fire, we also move up, and
No,
if
that's
it's
what I'm
water
trying-
fire,
that's what
we
I'm
move up?
trying to say.
Yeah. So is that?
I'm asking Bruno, right? It's not up to us.
Okay.
It's up to Bruno, right? I've been asking Bruno that I'm trying to convince him that he has to move all the time, and he's trying to say why doesn't the group fuck off to the other side? I've been explaining that to him why we can't.
Okay. So
If you delay that much, you won't get a full use of it. If we do kill it, it will kill it faster and faster. So the later you pop your buff, the less things you get in your buff window. It was standard because we had a standard kill time of Enrage. No longer
he's saying
do we
in his
have-
other group.
Yes, that group is probably not fast enough, from what you've been telling me, that they can delay. But our group can't delay anymore. Because currently our group already kills at the beginning of buff, or really early into it. And if we only get Biss, it's going to get faster and faster. If we delay, so during Reclear Bruno on Tuesday, it is not fast. Bruno, we delayed it, and we had a lot of death during our Reclear. I doubt that group is faster. When is the kill time? Right. When is their kill time? During Pinex? After Pinex? I don't think... comparatively, I don't think you can beat a group with a Black Mage and a
I
Reaper.
think that so
Bruno, I think they're
Currently-
saying
Currently, I have
just
friends
always
groups
go to the
that are comparable parsing friends groups are around 6:30 kill time.
yeah, I think the conversation we're having right now is not super productive. So Bruno, is it bad for you if every time the stacks goes off, the melee are stacking in the middle? Does that work for you? Just always in the middle, right? No matter where the boss is, we'd be standing, let's say the boss is C, we'd be always in front of the boss. Okay. If you don't lose anything for that, then we can do that. Everything good? Everyone satisfied with this solution?
This pull.
Okay. I'll follow the two, Bruno. The two knows where to stand.
Alright, DPS south. DPS collapse.
No, I heal. They even still hit our team so. We're all stupid. No reprisal. Crusader will need health after this set of connects goes off.
Yeah.
Stay center. And then we're gonna spread after. Spread after. Spread.
Yeah, that was my fault. I got knocked back to the wrong spot.
West on Delta.
Yeah, me too.
Stack. Alright, fine. Okay, I think that's enough health. I think I can manage with that. I need to lower and I would probably die. But I can manage with that health.
I can try and put a nascent on you.
Yeah, if you can.
I'll try it this time and see if I get fucked.
I can also give you Acroveil there instead of giving it to Corinne at the tank buster now that she's not taking that original one. Oh fuck.
I don't think you need to reprise it early there, Karen.
It won't be up for the other one.
That's fine.
Okay.
DPS up.
I'll still try to remember to, but
Yeah, if you can, you can, but the 15% mid.
I can, I just never remember.
It's always much
You said DPS south?
DPS self. Tank healers collapse. DPS collapse after. I think I know what to do. Oh, it's okay. I'll adjust to the next time.
Yeah.
I'll always stand in front of Crystal. Karen, you also. Oh, no, actually, I'll just do that. It's fine.
Okay.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to. I'll just do it. It's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, too.
Yeah, there's no autos here. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, there are.
There isn't. Now comes autos. Yeah. Sorry, didn't make it. Alright, stay center. We're gonna stack after.
Normal spots, yeah. Oh, do you? Okay.
Sorry about
Different.
that. Center up. North Alpha. Spread.
Oh, fucking bad.
Did I not knock
Okay.
him here?
Oh. Okay.
And then bust.
Alright, I'm definitely dead now.
No, you're fine. Totally
I'm
fine.
very dead.
Totally fine. Oh no. If only you told me you were gonna be dead.
Oh, you died because of damage.
Yeah, I used every single cooldown on not that. This is yours, by the way.
Okay, we can practice orbs, so
I'll take it. Poke.
where am I? Yeah, okay.
Boss is turning.
Your new clock spots, color partners, basically.
I'm gonna keep it facing north till then.
That's fine. Color partners.
Huh?
Remind me, Crusader, to talk about the spreads after this.
Yeah, I don't think any of us knew where we were going for that.
Remember, tank healers clockwise, counterclockwise for
Mine.
DPS. Go. Lightning after. Lightning.
Oh,
That's too long, I think, to wait. for
Someone can move
early.
up to grab it. Yeah, like Karen also can move. It's really.
Yeah,
good.
I can grab it.
Wipe
probably.
it. Do a quick wipe. We'll restart.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing should be in the path, but like Alva, not Alva. Like ICB said, it's pretty slow. So whoever is able to move, probably the range physical or someone can. If you can pop in and out to grab the second orb, will be best.
Crusader, right now or before for spreads, I was for the second set. If it's on that one, I was going in front of the boss, and you were going somewhere. Where should I go instead? Or should I still go in front of the boss?
Well, you wanted to the side, right, for spread?
Oh, are we doing the same spots?
Well, you told me to go in front, so I went in front. I don't know what you want.
No. That if it's spread after shift.
Oh, after shift.
Yes.
Yeah, I will probably have to go in front now because
Okay, where were you going then previously?
Inside the boss.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go again.
Okay, 20.
That's very clean. Except Panax, but that was my fault there. Yeah, other than that, keep it up and definitely orbs.
Let's talk about it before next pull, Crystal, because we're in a countdown.
Well, if it's just pressing it on cooldown, then
No, that's not pressing it on cooldown.
okay.
It's a different thing.
Right, DPS self. DPS collapse.
Bruno, don't be too close to us.
Pull up in north so you can carry him after. Thank you. Right. Alright, stay at the wall.
Melee group is going forward for the stack.
Since
Oh,
that's
never
spread.
mind.
How are we spreading this?
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Can't move fast. Yeah, wipe it.
I think, yeah, definitely everywhere I think that I can go, someone else is already there, so I don't know.
No, that's as far as I can pull.
Yeah. So is Alva staying here?
Bruno, we go back to the same argument that you can't get buff.
If we switch buff timings, that won't matter.
But then what
Is
happens
do
when
we
you
want
start
to
killing
do we want to
capacity?
try what Crystal suggested? When he starts casting shift, yeah.
Okay. I don't know the buff timings right now, so I go off by whatever presumably we currently do. But
So we're gonna split the groups same way we did before?
sure. Okay.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Okay. 20. Is melee group going to still move forward then, or are we going to stay at the wall? Okay.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's fine. Can this boss do fucking sword again, please? Stop giving me cloak, that doesn't help me learn anything.
DPS south. Tank sealer stack. You're fine, you don't have to. A little bit more north actually.
Okay. More or that good?
That's good.
When you say that, you just want a more center, right?
Good. At the wall. You're gonna spread after. Spread. Snare up. Look north. Go left on Delta. Left on Delta. Stack. Karen, go south. Do some stuff.
Oh. I dodged them both.
Buster. Followed. You can go back after.
I'll let you recenter it first, because it's a little tight.
Sure.
This is yours?
Water. I can't grab this.
Oh, okay.
Type.
I could. Oh, no, that's fine. We can just go back to normal at that point. Because I had it up as well.
Facing north. Color partners. Color partners.
facing it north. Alright, you do this one then.
Yeah, I'll do it next time. Water, water, water.
Y'all are about to die.
Yeah, it's fine. Wipe it. Bruno, you
Misaki.
want to grab it? I'll grab it. I'll grab that one as well. So you can just stay in that vicinity and I'll grab both.
So is my orb pickup, right? That killed you, Isabel?
Yes, but I think that it was Isabeau could have positioned in a different spot.
Problem with that though is so the orb goes like straight from 3 to wherever. So and I start at B, so it goes from straight to 3 to B. So then I would have to move like over here and then move back over.
Let me look
here.
at the VOD quick.
So while Karen is doing that, how did buff timing? Can we do that where people split up like that?
I think that is like a happy medium. It's almost exactly halfway between using on cooldown and holding.
If our kill
I
time
Sibiu,
gets too
just
fast,
just
then
hang
I'll
out on the boss max melee, and I'll grab the orb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can still
Max
run into
melee
kill time issues, but it gives us about 20 more seconds than holding until 35.
You could also do it right when he starts casting
Well,
the shift,
Karen,
right?
Karen, did you have any mitigations up?
For what?
Orb?
No.
None?
Oh, did I have them off cooldown?
Yeah.
Hold on, they're behind the cat head. I could have had,
What do you
I
have?
think, Rampart and Bloodletting.
So Rampart and Bloodletting? How
Yeah,
about
I think.
Thrill?
Maybe.
EQ?
No. Oh, EQ, yes. Yes.
Pop everything and you grab the first orb without ICPU, don't wait for her.
Can't pop everything, I at least won't have Vengeance.
She'd
Huh?
have to leave the boss for that too. I think we can do what
I
you said, and
let's
I
try
just stay on
this
the melee.
first, Crusader.
Sure. No, as in
Unless-
you can grab one orb without, so you literally don't have to wait for ICPU, that's all I'm saying. If she's there, perfect.
No, but
even if she's
let's-
not there.
Let's just try this first.
Yeah, I
I can-
won't have a problem being where she wants me to be because it's one step to the clockwise for me.
I think it will be okay, Crusader.
Pull.
Okay.
Yeah, I just Alva stays and I move, and that was
That's okay
fine.
for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just nobody die because I don't have Swift after that.
DPS, sorry, tank healer south. Tank healer south. Yeah, that's too early. Tank healers collapse.
I can't hold the Try this. Oh, perfect. Oh.
I think I'll have to heal a little bit later.
Near center. And then we're gonna stack, so don't move after knockback. Don't move after knockback.
Ah,
Keep going.
I'm not very good at getting knocked
Look
back,
north alpha.
actually.
We're gonna go west on delta. West on delta. Spread. Buster after. You can grab this one, yeah, Karen?
Yes. Center it a little bit, Novo.
Fine, Fire.
Go.
Fire.
There we go. Facing it north.
Color partners. Mine.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I'll be in it here
Water.
too.
Fire.
Nice.
Sorry, I didn't forget to type. Fire.
So the problem with that is the boss moves.
Was that on the orb chair? Is that what happened?
Okay. We'll give this a go, and then once we see orbs out, we'll just right there.
Are you taking it again for this next one, Crusader?
Tank sealers. Yeah, tank sealers, tethers. Yeah, keep comms clean for here. Shit. If you don't have the tower, you go stack down south. If you have a tower, go grab a tower. Those tank sealers, tether. DPS to go stack south. And then stay south. You don't need that. Tank healers need tether.
Yeah, tank sealers.
Oh. How there?
This is all over the place.
Very well.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
call
so-
that out so you don't wipe it. No, you don't confuse call that. Yeah. So for that, before that, any problem with anything? Orbs?
By the way, I apologize to the healers. I've been forgetting Shake on every single PNX so far.
Wow.
So for orb, is everyone good, or do we need to change anything?
I need a second, sorry.
Oh, orbs. If I pop it
Yes.
for Isobue, then the boss moves.
Did that
Okay.
affect Crystal in any way?
It's random, right? So it's
No,
not
it won't be
but it's
random.
just- yeah, Crystal will be on the other side, so it would.
Yeah.
Or which?
Orbs. Penex is fine, Bruno. If we're delaying buffs like that, then Penex is fine. The only problem I was worried about was buff, but if everyone's fine with buff, then I don't really care for whatever Penex. I'm sure everyone's okay with the Penex strat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we might
So
need to change.
who's with Butts
again.
in the group? Frawley?
Crystal with.
Crystal and Butts are there.
Yeah.
Is it possible, Butts, for you to wait till Isobuse gets popped to pop yours? Oh,
It's not here.
okay.
Well, but Alva's on the other group, so why does that matter?
Isn't that no? That's the group that's
Who
2B, right?
pops
The group that's it's your and ICW's orb is Frolly and Cherry.
Are you sure?
No, I lied. It's Crystal and Alva. You're right.
Yeah.
Ah.
Or else, if it is easier for Bruno to move, we could always do Bruno and Isabu and you and me.
Right.
But that would require Bruno to be the one moving to pop orbs.
Is there a reason why? I guess it would mess up A then, like it messes up. I was like, could they pop 2?
If that works for you, Bruno, then we could try that. So in that case, Bruno, you would be clock spot.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll go to 2, Karen, and you go to 4, and then
What?
Bruno will pop it for you. And
Oh,
I'll
okay,
pop
yeah,
it
yeah,
for
sure.
ICW, so
That
way
works.
you don't have to change much.
So Bruno, you at the same spot, but instead of Crusader popping the orb, you pop the orb.
Again, you have plenty of time, Bruno, so take your time to pop those.
And
Then
Isabu, you do exactly what you did this time.
Yeah, you can just
pop
stand like in that
shake,
one spot and
Karen.
get hit by 2. So big.
Yeah, I always pop shake for it.
Still practicing, so no.
I don't think we know what we're doing for the tower orb thing.
I mean, you
now.
can pot if you want to, but there's a good chance that we will not kill anything. Alright, ready check to make sure everyone's back.
For tower, I'll call it, so keep comms clean there. I do need to think there as well a little bit before I do call out, so if people start calling out things, then it'll mess up my calls.
Fanti. Someone remind me after this pull to switch GCDs again.
Green. Do the UCOP GCD.
Monka.
0.37.
Monka. That's so bad now, there's no reason to do it.
I mean, it still ends up though.
Yeah, but it's so much faster than you have any good reason to be.
DPS, sorry, tank sealer south, tank sealer south. And then DPS collapse.
Can one of the people call when buffs are out so I can delay IR for you?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It will be basically when we go to the wall, though.
Okay.
We're at the wall. Stay at the wall. We're gonna spread after. Come center, look north. West Delta, avoid water. West Delta, avoid water. Stack. Nice shot. Followed. yours back after.
Recenter it first.
No, hollowed. And I mean reprisal. What's yours
Oh,
back?
yes. Yes.
Oh.
Looked. Turning.
A little bit. It's fine.
I'm, yeah, just gonna leave it like this.
Alright. Call it partners. Same thing.
Make sure you're in line with your orb since the boss is a little off center.
Isn't Crusader in the wrong spot?
No. We switched
Okay.
it.
I see. I see.
Water. Back to your clock spots. True clocks. Keep comms clean. I might mistake it. If I mistake it, correct me, but
Fine.
trust that I'll get it right. Hopefully.
Should be fine.
Yeah, plus on CPU.
Alright. Tank sealers tethers. Tank sealers tethers. Good.
No.
Bruno doesn't have it. Okay.
Yours.
We're gonna die. I'm not gonna die.
Okay, DPS. Need debuff. DPS need debuff. So tank healer stack south. Tank healer stack south.
I should be stacking in hitbox, no?
Yeah, stack south. Or south, wherever it's south. And then DPS grab debuff. And then tank healer's tether. DPS grab debuff. Tank healer's tether. I'll move
Takes
some
healer's
buffers.
tether.
Really? I thought it was.
Oh, this should be.
No.
Oh,
It's opposite,
okay.
Yeah,
Never
Deacon's
mind.
in both towers.
Just remember that it's always Crusader's fault, not ours.
Correct.
So just
True.
That's true. That's true. I did tell you. This is to me and you die and it's my fault.
Bruno, was that fine with you, or did you need me to be there sooner? For orbs.
Why am I confused with towers? So tank sealer had tethers. So tank sealers need a debuff. Right? So the problem was, so the tether was fine, but the debuff wasn't. Stack, correct. Yeah, okay. I got it. I think I have to call it. Okay, that's fine.
Alright, 20.
Yeah, that lines up pretty well because buffs come up right as the first tower ends.
It's okay, Bruno. It happens. Bruno, don't die. Some days
As
it's
the year
simply
is
days to
2020
pass
part two.
away.
After this run, we'll do tank sealers south behind the boss. Behind all the way. Tank sealers all the way south. Tank sealer stack. DPS grab debuff. DPS grab tether. Carry, make your way across. Okay.
So you can go first. No, I fucked up.
Forgot to change GCDs.
A little bit north, sure.
Like,
Too late, it's fine. Oh. Alright, by the wall, by the wall, by the wall. And then we're gonna spread after. Spread after. Spread. Come back center. Look north. We're gonna go north on alpha. North on alpha. Stack. Karen south.
yeah.
Yeah, replies all after. Yeah, I'll start minding you. Got it.
I mean, it's the same I've been doing, so it's easy enough to remember.
Water.
Oh, facing it north.
Color partners. Reminder, war is safe. Just in case. Water is safe. Lots of time. True clocks after. Alright. Tank healers need tether. Go grab your tethers, tank healers.
Yours.
Mine, I know. Tanks healers. Be inside the boss, a little bit spread out. DPS go stack behind the boss. DPS go stack behind. Yeah. The tanks healers need tether. They need both. Tanks healers need both.
You go, Isabel.
Bruno, just stay there. I'll give you the tether. Bruno, stay there.
Mine.
Go for kill.
Oh, I haven't been potting. Oh well.
Neither have I. Don't worry about it.
Same.
There will be time to pot, don't worry.
Penex, same thing.
Are you
Oh.
taking it? Okay.
Oh, that lines up so close to my melee. Alright, center up, center up. And then we're gonna spread after. We're gonna spread after. Center up. North, Alpha. Stack.
He's dead.
Fuck,
Oh
hell.
fuck.
I don't think you can delay buffs that long.
All my buffs were like just up then. Well, all my one buff. So
Wait.
Yes, that was a 6:35 kill time, so we definitely can't do the 6:35 hold.
On the bright side, we killed right after IR.
Oh, it's
That
gonna
was
get
also-
faster, so you're gonna lose an IR.
Yeah,
That's also a kill.
that's when I go
without-
back to pre-pull Crusader.
That
Assume
was
that's
also
like
a kill without pots.
almost no
That was
pots,
also
yeah.
a kill without.
was that a PB for
LB.
me?
Well,
pot?
to be fair, if we kill it faster
What?
enough that you're never getting the last buff window.
Yeah, I'll have to
Anything you
think
need
of
to
something
practice
with
here?
that. But today we'll call it here. I don't think Bruno's sitting too well either. And I
No.
think I got everything I needed.
Can we do one more poll of it with me at a different GCD smile?
Hey, can we do like a actual kill?
No.
Pots
With
and
the pot.
everything?
Oh, yeah,
I mean, not an
making
actual
poor
pull,
Frawley.
but...
It's like
Oh, fuck,
been
it,
waiting all day.
Oh wait, oh wait.
Why do I wipe?
That's not what
Why?
we're doing.
Um,
If not, it's fine. I'll figure it out another time. But
More or less, I just end it here. I don't
Okay.
keep Bruno. Bruno's speed.
I just have one question then. If we're not seeing that last buff, does it matter how long we hold on the
Well,
buff right away?
so Bruno, here's the thing. If we do it on cooldown, I presume we get some part of it off.
yeah, that was delayed about 10 seconds, I want to say. So we would have gotten the full buff at that kill time and therefore part of it at a faster kill time.
Now, Bruno, if we all get bis and miraculously we kill a lot, like 20-30 seconds faster, like 6-minute kill time, then of course we can delay it since we'll never get another use. But as of right now,